Hi, everybody. I just got done scrubbing down the bathroom in one of my Stay in Orbit t-shirts, so you can see that we have a cleaning situation happening. But hey, it's the guest bathroom. And I was trying to get some more steps. So it actually worked out, and I at 6,000 steps for the day so far, which is pretty good for a Monday. Without a walk, that's pretty good. Hey, I ordered this Ipsy bag. Have you guys seen this before? And I just thought it'd be fun to open it and have a little chit chat. So I already cut it open. So we can just pull out. This is like a little makeup bag. And I think what's fun about this type of thing is that somebody else picks it out for you. It's kind of like if somebody else makes you a salad. The salad tastes like so much better than if you pick it out yourself. And I'm obviously not a makeup person, but I do like to put makeup on and I have fun with it. And so I thought it'd be really fun to order an Ipsy bag. I can't remember how much this costs. Oh, well, this is floating free. And it is a little brush, I'm assuming for eyeshadow. So that was just floating free of what actually is inside. So when you open it up, you can see there's like a little makeup bag inside. I thought this was so cute. And you guys know I'm getting ready to go help my parents move, and I needed a little travel size bag anyway. So I picked this up. Look, it's got little lipsticks and mascaras. I think this is an inexpensive little bag, and you get like a lot of little products. So let's open it up. I wanted to talk to you guys also while we're chatting about my experience with Brightline Eating. Okay, so this is 3 ways to get a more you bag. I guess you can pick items out. It says, welcome, your first monthly treat yourself moment is here. So this is valued at $50. I don't know what I paid for this. I think $15, but there's several little products in here. You guys know I like to do little unboxings here and there for you. And I haven't done one in a while. So of anything other than like Tupperware stuff. Okay, so first thing that's out of the bag looks like maybe an eyeshadow. So let's open that up. So you guys, I read the Brightline Eating book quite a while ago, and I've read through it a couple of times. And I've done a lot of research, and I've read a lot of reviews, and I've participated in some groups and that sort of thing. And I've had people message me and ask me specifically, especially over on Instagram, to talk about Brightline Eating and my experience with it. So I have been to Overeaters Anonymous in the past. I have been to meetings in the past when I lived in New York with some friends. And in Overeaters Anonymous, you get a sponsor, much like Alcoholics Anonymous. You get a sponsor. And you also get an eating plan. It can be one that you pick, or it can be one of the OA eating plans. Brightline Eating reminds me, and I believe it's based off of that eating plan. And there is a person that took that and turned it into a book and a boot camp and that sort of thing. Okay, so we have Shades by Shannon. I don't know who Shannon is, but Shannon's got some shades. And you can go to boot camp. I don't remember how much boot camp is because I did not do boot camp. That's actually really pretty, guys. That will look nice with my complexion. I don't really know how much it is, but I know it's like a 2-week process. I just read the book, and I actually have some books from OA. Look, that's really pretty. It's kind of like a mauve. It's like a mauve. I have books from OA that were helpful in terms of mindset, but I really feel like you need that type of accountability. You need the meetings, and you need a sponsor. I tried to do Brightline Eating kind of on my own and by utilizing some of the online forums and things. And it is very restrictive, very, very, very restrictive. You always eat the same amounts of things, and you weigh everything. You eat only 3 meals a day. There's no snacking. and you eat specified amounts of vegetables, protein, no sugar. You completely cut sugar out of your life. And your bright lines are the plan. So it's much like any other plan. I talk about staying in orbit. Like, here's your plan. You want to stay within the plan. This plan is extremely strict and restricted. And you guys can go research and Google about this as well. But for myself, I did well on Brightline for a couple of weeks and I enjoyed eating that way. But I found myself in a pattern of feeling very restricted and like I had to be in my bright lines, and then having like periods of binging where I was outside of the bright lines because I felt so restricted, and then having a lot of shame. And I feel like it was leading me into some very disordered eating myself personally. Okay. So I know that I have friends out there that have done Brightline Eating and for them it worked out. I would just really encourage you all, if you're looking at a plan like that, to talk to your healthcare provider first. I just have, honestly, from a nursing perspective and not just from an experiential perspective, I have some concerns about that plan. And I would really encourage you to do some Google research. Her book, Susan, I think it's Suzanne or Susan Pierce Thompson, something like that. I have the book around here somewhere. Her book has a lot of interesting brain discussion based on research. And she's got videos and things. And, I think that like anything else, truth is truth. And there's some information there that is of great value. But what I am concerned about is being so restricted outside of the confines of like having a sponsor and a support group. And, I really think OA would be a perfect sort of umbrella for that. If you wanted to get involved in OA meetings and get a sponsor. I know they're doing virtual OA meetings, and Overeaters. I'm not right. OA. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking I should say OE, but that's an I thing. So that's not what I was trying to say. I just want to caution my friends out there and listen, you do what works for you in conjunction with what is good for your mental health, your physical health. If it works for you, it works for you. I understand. For me, youth repair cream. Well, are you repairing your youth or something specific? That's cute too. Everything in this is kind of like pinks and stuff. Hi, Felicia. So I think that this is, let's read the little card. Probiotics. And I guess it's a hydrator. Well, it's a nice little portable. Now that would be nice to take on my trip because I do use moisturizer every day. So you guys can reflect back to me. You guys are always really good about telling me about your own experiences. And I respect that for sure. This is cute too. Look at this little tiny pot of Glam Glow. I don't know what that is. You guys always kind of tell me what you've done and what you think. But I would really, really highly recommend you doing research before you start that particular plan, just like anything. And, it has like a sheen to it, you guys. And then run that one, by your healthcare provider. Because I've got some concerns about it myself. I think part of my biggest concern is that you may get into a situation where you're not able to keep your bright lines and it's going to get you into trouble. But if you have the support and you have the knowledge and all of that, okay, the last thing in here is 24-hour brow setter. Look at my eyebrows. I have barely any eyebrows. They're red. I guess I could set them if I wanted to. But that's kind of my discussion. I've had people reach out to me several times and ask me to do like a review. I didn't do it long enough because as soon as I noticed that cycle, I was like, this is not where I want to go right now. because that can get very, very dangerous for me. So I knew the danger signs immediately. Like I was like, this is not healthy for Amy. And I can't be that restrictive for that long period of time. Now, if you go search on Instagram, there's lots of, Brightline before and after and that sort of thing. Just do your research and let me know what you find out if that's something that you're looking into. Personally, I feel like calorie counting is just going beautifully for myself. I have a weigh-in coming up on Wednesday, so I will be on here Wednesday morning to report back in my weekly weigh-in, and we're just going to do Wednesday weigh-ins if anybody wants to weigh in with me on Wednesdays, and then we can come have a chat. The plan right now is to do that in the morning before I get started with patients. So probably like right when I'm having my coffee breakfast time, and I don't have a specific time for that because I start my office hours at 8 Central Time. So it's going to be somewhere in there. Tanya is going to weigh in with me. I love it. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Kitty. Thank you for the flower. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Janine. Oh, Janine, thank you for the sweet message the other day. Hi, Barb Britton. Hi, Jean Bailey. Okay, Jean's saying she did OA for 3 years with good results. So yes, and I have several friends. I have a friend that had a very severe diagnosed eating disorder and continues to be in OA. And it doesn't mean that she's at the perfect weight or whatever, but she's needed that throughout the years just to be sane, basically, to stay sane. So that's okay, Tanya. You can still watch my video later and just let me know what you weigh. That works for me. So I will check in with you guys on Wednesday. Everything is going well. Last night I had a run-in with crunchy almond butter from Trader Joe's. We were watching, I don't know if you guys have seen the new Stanley Tucci show where he travels throughout Italy and he tries different Italian food. And I was just feeling so snacky, and there's nothing better than celery with that crunchy almond butter on there. But I always tend to overdo it. And almond butter has a lot of calories. So I was up near the 2,000 calorie range. I'm trying to stay in my lower calorie range, which is really about 1,500. I did all kinds of like TEE and investigation. I tried to do 2,200 calories. I tried to do 18. I tried to do 2,000. And I found out for myself around 21, 22, I gain. So, and this is after months of trial and error, you guys. 1,800 calories to 2,000. I tend to kind of maintain and bounce around. So I'm trying to lower it a little bit. And then also because of my back injury, I wasn't getting as much activity in. But there's so much advice out there. Have you noticed? You really have to figure out what works for you and for where you're at in your life. I'm 48 years old and I'm perimenopausal, and the weight just doesn't come off as quickly or as steadily as it used to. I tend to lose in like chunks. And so that's very interesting. And then also, I just feel like I'm really kind of at peace right now with the process. I don't feel like I'm in a big hurry. I am trying to do lower carbs the last few days, and I have noticed I'm not as hungry. So the almond butter, kind of carb heavy, guys, but it's like the all natural almond butter. But I'm finding that like 100 carbs, somewhere in there, I feel like I'm not as hungry, and I'm trying to focus on protein and lots of veggies. For example, tonight I had chicken on a huge salad. So in our area, we can't get fresh meat right now. These stores are completely sold out of everything. So I'm using the frozen meats that I had already stocked up on, which I try to, keep things in the house. So I have a lot of frozen chicken. I have a lot of frozen ground turkey breast. And then I had some of the Tyson blackened chicken fingers. And then I have a couple of cans of the chopped chicken breasts from Sam's Club. So I took some chopped chicken breasts and I put a little bit of yogurt and a little bit of olive oil mayo and made that into like a chicken salad type of thing. And then I put it on a huge green salad. Okay, I had that. Plus I had asparagus. Plus I had broccolini in the air fryer. So that's a lot of, You can see a lot of vegetables. So very heavy on the veggies. I feel like that keeps me full along with the protein. And then for dessert tonight, I actually just had my dessert, which was some yogurt. Sam's Club has a really, really delicious Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt, kind of like Faye, but it's the Sam's Club. And I put some sugar-free pudding in that and a little bit of lemon juice, and it tastes like a cheesecake. So I had 170 grams of that for 100 calories, and that's very filling. So, and then I feel very satisfied for the rest of the night, and I don't feel like nibbling. But it seems like if I eat carbs in the evening, then all night long, I just want to snack, snack, snack. So the lower carb approach, I think, is where we're going with this. I made an incredible casserole over the weekend of shredded chicken, spaghetti squash, and I made a sauce for it using Laughing Cow light cheese and chicken broth and broccoli. Kind of a crazy. Anyway, I demoed it over on Facebook, and it turned out so good, you guys. The spaghetti squash was delicious. I put some fat-free cheese on top. It was so good. Lots of Italian seasoning, lots of garlic. So trying to do more filling foods and really focus on protein and veggies and sprinkle in my carbs, like with, my dairy for the day or berries. I'm trying to stay away from like the bananas and I was eating a lot of papaya. I love papaya. It's very, very carby. So, Felicia, I know I love that new Stanley Tucci show. We watched that. And then we also watched Men in Kilts. And I forget the actors, but they're in the Outlander show, which I haven't watched the Outlander show. My mom and my dad are watching that right now, but I don't know anything about Outlander. But apparently they're Scottish and they travel Scotland, and it's hysterically funny. So we watched that. I think that's on Stars maybe. And then the Stanley Tucci, I don't know what channel that was on, but he's going all over Italy and trying different foods. And it was so fun to watch. The problem with watching something like that is it makes me want to snack. Are you guys like that? Or you're like, I feel snacky. So just because I'm watching you eat the most delicious food in the world, like pizza. All right, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I just wanted to let you know, please be careful out there when you're trying new things. If something doesn't seem right, if you're doing a plan and you're like, you feel like you're in a disordered eating pattern, you're feeling very restrictive, you feel like you have to like over exercise. Oh, I was trying to see if this is that my OA book? No, it's not. I think it's upstairs in our other library area. I was going to show you that. If you're starting to feel like obsessive, if you feel like the mirror doesn't match what's in your head in terms of what you look like, be careful. Make sure you seek out some help and you cease doing the things that are triggering that. I work with a lot of young women, and especially after having babies, body image is a really big thing. And there's been times where they've had to catch themselves before they've gone off into an eating disorder. Overeating, bulimia, anorexia, those sorts of things. And unfortunately, I feel like some of the Brightline stuff, and this is from experience and also the reading I've done online of other people's experience, you just need to be careful if you're doing it without the proper support and that sort of thing. Okay. All right. Tanya, I need to distress as well. For sure. And I think I told you guys about actually, these are them. Estrogen. I'm not giving you guys medical advice, but I love these. I take one. They're on my desk, so I can remember every morning to take one. But these have been great with the perimenopausal mood swings. And these are actually estrogen, and they also are for weight. It's something like weight loss support or something. But they help with like perimenopausal sort of mood stuff and weight stuff. I think they may have a probiotic in them, but I get them on Amazon and I love them. I've been taking them for about 3 months. noticed a huge difference in the mood swings. And I'm not telling you what to take. Run it by your doctor, but Amazon. So, and I had another healthcare provider tell me about these, and they liked them a lot as well. So check those out, you guys. I will see you later. If you have questions or comments, if you had a different experience, I'm open, always open to what you guys have experienced and what you think. I am no expert, so I'm just telling you all where I'm at with things. So Jean says, anything super restrictive seems to be a disaster for me, both emotionally and physically. Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of the research says. So if we're looking at evidence, that's where the evidence points us, is that the real restrictive dieting, diet plans, whatever you want to call them, are not always the best thing long-term for us. See y'all later. Stay in orbit. Excuse my dirty shirt that I was scrubbing the shower in. Stay in orbit, friends. All right. I'll see you Wednesday morning. Bye.